Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez.
I thought it was going to be. I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good, really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. And I think he has it.
So who do you like in Canelo versus Crawford?
Well, I'm a giant Crawford fan because I think he's the best switch hitter since Marvin Hagler. I also think Canelo is slowing down, and Canelo is more of a one-punch fighter now than the combination fighter he was when he was younger.
Canelo might have just made the biggest mistake of his career. Mark your calendars. The 14th of September, Las Vegas, it's official. The face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, is putting it all on the line against the coldest closer in the game right now, Terence Bud Crawford. 2 kings, 1 ring. But here's the thing. Canelo is walking straight into a trap. And it's a trap the whole boxing world sees coming, except him. We're talking about a fighter in Crawford who's been called a generational problem. A man who literally dismantled Errol Spence Jr. like it was target practice.
Man. And then the best man did his thing, man. Crawford, I knew he was crafty. I told everybody he got a new nickname, Crafty Crawford, and he showed all that craftsmanship here tonight. The speed was too much. That 140 moving up, it happened to me and Pacquiao. Those little guys, as they move up, they bring all that speed, and he also had the power, and Spence was just a little slow. I thought he was a little slow against Danny. That's why he didn't stop Danny. He stopped Ugas, but I thought he was a little slow. And that thing that he does that's never been broken, jab, 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 boom, body shot. Jab, jab, body shot. It's never been broken till now, till today, till tonight. And now the new undefeated, undisputed champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford. Salute 3 times.
And now he's gunning for greatness in a way we haven't seen since Sugar Ray moved up to fight Hagler.
You know, what about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap? Or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
I mean, that's true, but you know what? There's always a way. Put it that, there's always a way. There's always a way to win.
Meanwhile, Canelo's been playing it safe, beating guys we expected him to beat. But Crawford, he ain't just another payday. This dude is undefeated. He's pound for pound #1 on almost every list. And guess what? He's got nothing to lose and everything to prove.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now.
Let's break down how Terence Crawford has been secretly preparing for years and why so many fighters and legends think Canelo is playing with fire. Let's start with Canelo. The man's a beast, no denying it. He's faced killers, GGG, Bivol, Jacobs, Kovalev, you name it.
Eso. Venga. 5, venga. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eso. Enjoy.
But the thing is, Canelo's not the same Canelo he was 5 years ago. He's slowing down. He's relying more on timing than volume. And most importantly, he's never fought anyone quite like Terence Crawford.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Rashid told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like he walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And you know, like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off. Yeah. So
this fight, it's giving overconfidence, maybe even desperation. Because think about it, Canelo's last few fights haven't had that same fire. He beat Charlo, yeah, but let's be honest, Charlo looked like he came for a light spar. Fans weren't sold. People started talking legacy, saying things like, is Canelo ducking real challenges now?
Canelo running from Benavides. What is that? I mean, imagine if I ever ran from anybody. Like, did I run from somebody in my career? No. Did Chavez run from somebody in his career? No. Chavez was 87-0. Imagine that. So to me, that's the all-time greatest fighter.
Plus, Canelo Alvarez's recent fight against William Scull was lackluster. No highlight knockouts, no viral moments, no jaw-dropping combos. Just 12 rounds of Canelo doing just enough to secure the win, but nowhere near the kind of performance we expect from someone who calls himself the face of boxing. Canelo looked flat. He was coasting. The speed wasn't there. The sharpness felt off. And the hunger? Nowhere in sight. It was giving retirement tour energy, not undisputed king vibes.
Do you feel that he is now begun the descent? He's not in his prime anymore.
I did see him slow down. I think his feet were a little slow. I saw his left hand was a little hurt. I don't know if it was from an injury beforehand or, but I did see something in his left hand. Given the fact that it was an 18-by-18 ring, which gives Canelo the advantage, and he couldn't stop him. I mean, it goes to show you that, you know, his abilities are still his abilities, but in his mind, he wasn't confident enough to go out there and just knock him out. But when he dropped them, you just go after him, throw a barrage of punches, and the referee stops it, especially if you're in Mexico. It goes the 12 rounds, and he's going to get the criticism. He brought that upon himself.
And then boom, Crawford's name comes up. And for Canelo, that's the perfect PR move. The perfect prove I'm still him moment. Only problem? Terence Crawford is not a media stunt. He's a walking nightmare in gloves.
He's patient enough. He knows what he needs to do. But if he prepares for one thing, you come to the ring and do something different, that I know what it was that night. That night, he knew he had to impress. And he knew that, you know, if you know Terrence's style, he's trying to line up that straight left, you know. And he got to a point where that became, I gotta have this firework at the end of the night. And that's what he was stuck on. He won't make that kind of mistake against a Canelo Alvarez. And again, you know, coming to the ring, I don't think he expected Madrimov to have this counter-punching style that he came to the ring with, you know.
Yeah, Crawford is different. We're talking about a guy who's been dominating not just fighters, but entire weight divisions. From lightweight all the way to super welterweight, Crawford has gone up 3 divisions already, and he's cleaned out every room he's walked into.
The thing about Crawford is he believes he's on it. Like, he believes he's the one. So that's the difference between him and any other fighter that Canelo fight. Because Canelo, people fight the idea of Canelo Alvarez opposed to fighting an individual. The thought of him is what puts fear in their heart. But he doesn't care about that because he's Terence Crawford, so it's a totally different thing. So if he can implement his strategy and ride it out to the end of the fight, he's going to be successful. But if Canelo can do what he needs to do, and his timing has to be on point. He's not that fast as Crawford is. It's all about timing.
And now, he's jumping up 2 more weight classes to face the so-called face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, at 168 pounds. That's insane, but if anyone can do it, it's Bud. He's not just adding weight, he's doing it the smart way. Altitude training, sparring with light heavyweights, and having Floyd Mayweather in his camp guiding his every move.
I'm hunting him. That's it. I'm hunting everything that he got. And I'm going to take it come September 13th. I want all the people in the stands that booed me, they're going to cry when they go home. They're going to cry.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Crawford's not coming in as some undersized guy hoping to survive. He's coming in to dominate, the same way he picked apart Errol Spence, who was supposed to be the boogeyman at 147. But Bud didn't care. He downloaded him in real time, adjusted to every jab, every lean, every pause in Spence's rhythm, and made him look like he didn't even belong in the ring.
If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, or you really think that he's going to knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
That's Bud's power. He doesn't just fight with his fists. He fights with data, with instinct, and with rage. He's calm, calculated, and when it's time to turn it on, he turns into a precision executioner. So Canelo thinking this is just another fight? Big mistake. You can't overpower a guy who's already outthinking you before the bell even rings.
Because you have Crawford jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, who's a natural light heavyweight. Crawford, who couldn't push back Madrimov. Life and death with Madrimov. What do you think Canelo's going to do to him? Run him out of the ring. You know what's laughable also? Dana White being named the promoter of this fight, considering he's never been in the boxing space. Has no stable of boxers. He didn't negotiate. And is being handed this fight on a silver platter and called promoter. He's the trust fund baby of boxing. That's it. The trust fund baby of boxing. And get this. The fight will take place during the day on September 13th in Las Vegas. During the day. So Canelo will fight during the day on Netflix just to accommodate UFC Noche later that evening on a different network. So does that mean this fight isn't important? Do they not give a about the fans or viewership? Why is it that Canelo has to fight during the day on Mexican Independence Weekend? And UFC with a roster of names I've never heard of is going on prime time. Cinco de Mayo. He's fighting in Riyadh and now he's fighting during the day on the biggest weekend in boxing. Yeah, Canelo will fight anywhere. Anytime he's told because he doesn't give a all he cares is about the money. Doesn't give a fans.
Now we got to talk about the elephant in the room. Size. Canelo's too big for Crawford. That's the casual fan take. But let's be real. Size only matters if you know how to use it. And lately, Canelo's been fighting smaller dudes anyway. Charlo, smaller. Ryder, mid. Caleb Plant, slick, but soft power. And let's not forget, Canelo went up to fight Bivol and got outboxed. Bivol didn't knock him out. He just gave him a masterclass in movement, timing, and straight punches.
Are you still favoring Crawford in the fight, or has your opinion changed?
I mean, I've always favoured Canelo in the fight.
Well, I've heard that you want Canelo to win, but you feel
course,
big.
Yeah, I like Terence. I've worked a lot with Canelo, and I think just because of what I saw in Riyadh and because of the threat, and he's getting on as well, Crawford, but it's just like the mindset of Crawford. Like, there's no doubt in Terence Crawford's mind that he wins this fight. And when you spend a bit of time with him, you kind of start buying into that. And I guess that's what happened in Riyadh, because I travelled with him to the fight and, you know, but it's a 50-50 fight. I think gun to head, I'm probably picking Crawford right now. But I want Canelo to win. And he can win for sure. But Terence is going to make it really tricky and awkward for him. And I don't think he's going to like that kind of fight.
Guess what Crawford specializes in? Distance control, precision, timing, ring IQ.
Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And is any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything.
Sure, Canelo's got the power, but Crawford's fought big punchers before. And if anyone knows how to neutralize that danger, it's Bud. He's not standing in front of Canelo trading hooks. He's creating angles, drawing traps, flipping the game mid-fight. Canelo's fought brawlers. He's fought boxers. But he hasn't fought someone who can do both like Crawford can.
Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
Here's something no one's talking about enough. Momentum. Crawford is in his prime, like literal prime. He's coming off the biggest win of his career. Undefeated, healthy, mentally sharp, laser-focused. Meanwhile, Canelo's been in a weird spot. He's had injuries. He's been talking retirement. He's been more businessman than boxer lately.
Do you see that fight now differently based on how Canelo performed against Skull Eddie?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah? Oh, wow.
It wasn't just the fact that he couldn't cut the ring off. I just feel like the timing now, the age, Canelo is amazing. I mean, not just because of his ability and what he's accomplished, but the fact that he still has the desire for those training camps and those fights. But I just feel like that desire might be fading a little bit. Not because of his love, but just because of age and life. Do you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, the Crawford fight will definitely get him up for it. But I was actually watching that fight thinking I wouldn't be surprised if he retired and actually didn't fight Crawford, because I don't think he'll want to lose to Crawford, a much smaller guy, just because he's at the end of the road. But the fight's so big and the money's so big, he's going to have to take it. I bet he retires after that fight.
That edge, that hunger, Crawford's got it in full supply. And don't forget, Canelo's got 80-plus pro fights when you count his amateur career. That wear and tear catches up, even if you're a tank. The more seasoned you get, the harder it is to adjust mid-fight. And that's where Bud thrives. Andre Ward said it best. Crawford doesn't even need to win the first few rounds. He figures you out, then takes over.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. It ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
So if Canelo doesn't dominate early, he's going to be in deep waters late in the fight. And trust, Bud knows how to drown people. Let's talk about the energy in Bud's camp right now. He's got Andre Ward sparring with him again. The same guy who helped him prep for Madrimov. Ward's been in Canelo's weight range. He knows how to navigate the size. He's giving Bud inside knowledge on how to counter power punches and exploit defensive gaps. They're not just working on strength, they're building a blueprint, training with bigger guys, sharpening the jab, doubling down on southpaw strategy. Bud's treating this like a puzzle, not a slugfest. Word is, he's even implementing grounding techniques, barefoot sprints, high-altitude runs, cold plunge recovery. He's not playing catch-up. He's building an advantage. And honestly, Canelo's camp feels normal. Business as usual. The same approach. No evolution. That's dangerous when the other guy's reinventing the game. Even the legends are divided on this fight. Floyd Mayweather? He's keeping it real neutral, but you can tell he respects Crawford's IQ way more than he lets on. Andre Ward, fully backing Bud. Roy Jones Jr. said Crawford might be the best finisher of our time. Even Shakur Stevenson said Bud has better instincts than Beterbiev, and he's seen Beterbiev get hurt before finishing. Crawford? He's surgical when he smells blood.
I don't know.
Bud is the best finisher in boxing.
The best finisher?
Yes, in boxing. Name a finisher that's better than Bud.
There's a Russian monster named Beterbiev. If Beterbiev gets you hurt, nigga, what? Oh my God. Beterbiev is putting.
Bro, you know why he's not the best finisher?
Why?
Because he had Bivol hurt in that last fight. For sure.
Did he? I don't remember.
Yes. I was right there watching it.
I don't remember that.
I seen him hurt. When he started just moving all around the ring, trying to survive, he was hurt.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
I think Bivol got the excellent Bivol. That's one of the best boxers today right now.
Agreed. I think he is.
He might be in the top 3. He might be in that top 3 right now. I don't blame him. Bud's a bad man.
Bud beat Canelo, he the greatest.
Favorite fighter right now, Bivol?
Yes. In boxing, for sure.
Who's your top 3 right now?
That I like.
So yeah, there are believers on both sides, but the guys with elite boxing IQs, they're leaning towards Bud because they see it for what it is, a skills versus power matchup, and in this era, skills are winning more often.
Canelo Crawford coming up September. What do you think about that fight?
Canelo Crawford. Good fight. Good fight. Canelo has advantage because Crawford moving up, but my advice to Crawford is like maintain the speed, improve the speed, and improve the strength. Because it's hard to go up in the high weight and maintain your speed. So speed is the key. Like he should focus on speed, footwork, and improve the power.
And here's the truth. Canelo's legacy is complicated. Yeah, he's a 4-division champ. Yeah, he unified 168. But there's always been that cloud. The GGG decisions, the Bivol loss, the cherry-picking accusations. This fight with Crawford, it's a way to shut the critics up, to say, I fought the best and beat the best. Problem is, what if he doesn't?
What is it you want your legacy to be after that last match?
One of the best in the history of boxing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cry that day.
That day?
Yeah, a lot.
Why?
Because I'm gonna miss boxing so
You'll
much.
miss it? Yeah.
That moment when you walk into the ring and hear all the people screaming and the singing that song you put and everything, I'm gonna miss that moment. But that's life.
Losing to Crawford would do more damage than losing to Bivol because Bud's coming up 2 weight classes. He's smaller, less powerful on paper. So if Canelo loses, people are going to say it wasn't the size. It was the skills. And that's a legacy hit that doesn't go away easy. Look, we're not saying Crawford walks through Canelo. Not at all. This is going to be chess with violence. But if Canelo underestimates Bud, if he walks in thinking this is some easy payday, he's cooked. Crawford is calculated. He's conditioned. And he's coming with the rage of being overlooked his entire career. This isn't a gimmick fight. This is boxing history in the making. And if Canelo doesn't bring the best version of himself, this fight could be the turning point where the torch officially passes.
405. 405. There you go.
So, do you think Canelo's biting off more than he can chew? Or will the Mexican champ show us why he's still one of the baddest in the sport? Let me know your prediction in the comments. Make sure to like this video if you're hyped for the fight, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video.